hanging in there. I just had surgery on my mouth, so
You did.
yeah, I had a couple of cavities that were not doing too well. So my mouth is totally numb.
You'll be free.
It feels very strange to talk.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to make sure you got that package okay.
Yeah, I got the package okay.
Okay, did you see where I added in your 3 daughters?
Where did you put that?
That's in the last paragraph on the 2-page power of attorney. They're the trustee beneficiary for your estate.
Yeah.
You see that?
The 2 pages. The 2 pages.
Yeah, what I did was I included the single-page one and a copy of the one that you made in October. The reason why I did that is because I need to maintain consistency with this whole process. The reason why I gave you also the new power of attorney is so in the event that you say you're not here anymore, that the second power of attorney would be enforceable at that point. Your daughters would be who I would have to deal through. And that's why, after we discussed this, that's why I put them in there.
Yeah, it's on the bottom of page 1.
Yes. I'll put their former maiden names in there. That is I know this to be the case. You have to do that.
That's all right. But I do notice that you did not include that paragraph or that sentence that my attorney put in.
I would see what I was trying to explain to you on Friday, Karl, was by having that sentence in there, it actually the document says one thing. If you were to pass away, that I was supposed to continue on the case, but then it says what you added says that I can't do anything unless you sign approval to do it, which is fine. But how are you going to give me approval if you're no longer on this earth?
Then that would read down to my daughters.
To your daughters.
Yeah, that ought to be there.
But with that original, the 1-page power of attorney is the original power of attorneys that I've sent to all the law enforcement people, through the FBI, Interpol, and through the Procureur du Roi, and I need to just give them that same document, but with a new date on it. You understand what I'm saying?
Not quite.
Okay. The document, what you should have in there are 2 of the 2-page under power of attorney.
Back to the 2-page.
Okay, yeah, you're looking at the 2-page power of attorney. There's 2 of those.
Yeah.
Okay, then I enclosed 2 1-page limited power of attorneys with 1 page of a copy of the one that you executed back in October.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Okay. Well, what I'm trying to say by the 2 single-page power of attorneys, that I need to have those with new dates on them for the procureur.
The only difference would be new dates.
Yeah, the only difference will be new dates. Now, the second power of attorney would be needed in the event that you pass away or you're no longer capable of giving some approval. I'd have to go through your daughters. So what I'm needing is those 2 single-page power of attorneys done, because I have to keep 1 original, and I have to send 1 original to Belgium. Okay, and then the 2-page power of attorney, I will not provide to anyone but a copy of that document to the Procureur du Roi. And if something didn't take place or you were no longer capable, I would then have to send them the original at that point to just continue the case. Since you're still alive and everything's good and fine and well, I do not need to send them anything more than a copy so that at least they are certain that I will continue with the case if something happens.
On this 2-page power of attorney, this one would not have on it that sentence in there that would require my consent.
Well, the reason why, again, we might be able to word it in a way which would be fitting, but the way that I read what you added, if you read the document in its entirety, which says that it would be continuing to the year 2009, and I don't have it in front of me, I'm just going from memory, and that in the event of your death or incapacity, the sentence that you added actually would not allow me to move the case forward if something happened to you, because it would have to be based on your approval to do so. Now, I don't have a problem because everything I do anyway, I do with your approval. You know that.
Sure.
But what I'm saying is that the document actually cancels out itself at the point that you would no longer be on this earth, or not.
That's the trouble.
Yeah. And the reason why I added your daughters, it's putting them on notice that your daughters are now the trustee executors of your estate, and that they would know that I would have to get approval from someone from your estate to move the case forward anyway.
Yeah.
First of all, I wouldn't do it unless I did have their approval, just for my own legality standing. So, I wouldn't move the case forward unless they told me to move the case forward. But what the police and the procurator were very concerned about, at least this police chief, was that if you were to no longer be on this earth, that they would be, the case would die, and that they would be in jeopardy of their harassment of Mr. Squatters.
What about putting it this way, instead of that sentence that we put in there, if we just made it, all actions taken by my attorney, in fact, hereunder, shall require the written consent before such actions of Karl Kleve and his heirs and the same.
Okay, well, that would probably fit.
Yeah.
You want me to redo the document and I'll send another one to you for in the morning?
Or I can do it.
Okay, well, probably it would look better if it was all in one typing without an addition.
You do that.
Do you want me to do that?
Yeah, do that.
Okay, let me write this down. Now, what did you just say?
I said that all actions taken by my attorney, in fact, hereunder, shall require the written consent before such action.
Hold on a second. Shall require
the written consent.
How about we'll just not leave out the, because that sounds funny. Say require written consent.
Require, all right.
Consent. And approval.
All right.
By.
Before such actions become binding.
For such action comes
Of Karl Kleve, his heirs, successors, and so on.
his heirs, successors, or sons. Right. Now I'm going to put that on the 2-page one.
That'll be fine.
Okay, now on the single-page one, I need to have, the only difference in that will be, I need to have that forward to Belgium. And I need to stay consistent with that document. If they see that I'm changing up anything, they're going to get really, well, I just don't want them asking me any questions.
You just want that one page back just the way it is.
Yeah, that's fine. The two one-pagers, I need to forward one original back to Belgium. Now, this 2-page thing could wait, because all I have to do is give them a copy, but I am going to go ahead and get this out to you today. But if you could get the very least done is those two one-pagers done today, and get those back to me as quick as possible so I can get this packet sent to Belgium. And I'm going to forward the 2-pager one, the new one, for your estate and heirs today. You'll have it in the morning.
Let's see if this one page.
It's the same document that you've signed previously about 5 times.
You say they should be consistent.
Yeah, it has to be
Then
consistent.
on the one pager down there in the last paragraph, you should put that same statement, or shall be binding.
Well, what I'm
Well,
saying,
already
it should be
has it.
consistent with what I've provided them before.
Yeah, I get that.
All they want to see is it's a new date on it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You want me to send that FedEx?
Yeah, if you would
Or
just...
what is this supposed to?
No, I provided one that's already prepaid. If you could get those 2 one-pagers done today and just get it in the FedEx so I have it tomorrow, so I can at least hold them to keep them from thinking that I'm flailing here. I'm actually redoing this document, the second document now. This power shall credit upon my death through capacity. This power shall benefit of my trustees and my estate be generated. Okay, I'll put all action. How about we'll say any action?
All right.
Action. Shall require. Okay, well, I'll get this out today. If you could at least, the very least, get those 2 done and get those out today to me for tomorrow. And you'll get this other package tomorrow in the morning.
Now those 2 that I'm going to send today.
Yeah, the 2 single pagers. I just need to get those at least to them with this packet to keep things, the momentum going on this situation.
And those one-pagers, they cover the situation if anything happens to me.
Yes. Now, they actually will cancel themselves out at the point that you pass away.
So they don't have to provide